WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Time now for your expanded local news. I'm Reed Kamai. The Taylorville City Council met for the first of their two regular monthly meetings to discuss authorizing the sale of personal property owned by the City of Taylorville and approving and authorizing the execution of a redevelopment agreement by and between the City of Taylorville and Tess Spangler. The approval of the closure of Gandy Street South up to 2nd Street alongside the closure of 1st Street to Cherokee Street for the Memorial Day Parade, as well as the motion to approve the special events permit for the 2026 Chili Fest to be held on the Taylorville Square were also among topics discussed. Also in last night's meeting, Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry recognized yesterday as THS Concert and Jazz Band Day, giving honor to Taylorville High School's concert and jazz band for their outstanding musical talent.
Tonight I have the great honor of honoring our band, our concert band and jazz band. Really bring back memories of when I was in the band in high school. But highlights from the Taylorville concert and jazz bands: 10 students were selected to participate in the ILMEA District 5 Festival. 3 students were selected to participate in the All-State. Band students received 33 First Superior Medals at IHSA Solo and Ensemble Contest. At the IHSA Organizational Contest on April 17th, the THS Jazz Band received 3 Division I Superior ratings, and also the concert band also received 3 Division I Superior ratings. And for the second year in a row, the Taylorville Concert Band won the Best of the Day award with a field of 22 ensembles. First one is proclamation: whereas to really excel in any one field, a young person must demonstrate, in addition to a great deal of natural ability, an outstanding spirit of knowledge, dedication, enthusiasm, and hard work. Whereas these students exemplified superior musicianship and outstanding dedication and leadership in the high school band program, recognized for their outstanding musical achievement. Now, therefore, I, Bruce Berry, Mayor of the City of Taylorville, do hereby proclaim today, May 4th, 2026, as THS Concert Band Day. Congratulations. For the jazz band, we will, same thing. Whereas to really excel in any one field, a young person must demonstrate, in addition to great deal of natural ability, an outstanding spirit of knowledge, dedication, enthusiasm, and hard work. These students exemplified superior musicianship and outstanding dedication and leadership in the high school band program, and were recognized for their outstanding musical achievement.
Under ordinance, the approval to authorize the sale of personal property owned by the City of Taylorville was approved 7-1. Alderman Larry Budd voted no. Also under ordinance was approving and authorizing the execution of a Business Development District No. 1 redevelopment agreement by and between the City of Taylorville and Tess Spangler. This motion carried 7-1 with Alderman Steve Dorchinez voting no. The motion to approve street closures for the Memorial Day Parade and services was carried 8-0. This approval means that from 8 in the morning on Monday, May 25th, Gandy Street South up to 2nd Street and 1st Street to Cherokee Street South will be closed for the Memorial Day festivities. Alderman Jim Olive made a motion to approve the permits for the 2026 Chili Fest. This motion carried with all in favor. The approval of this permit means that from October 2nd up to the evening of October 4th, all sides of the Taylorville Square will be closed for setup. This would include Washington Street East to Vine Street and the 100 block of East Main Cross. The motion to approve and ratify the payment of bills in the amount of $469,352.02 was approved with no opposition. The next meeting will be held on Monday, May 18th at 7. The Taylorville Park Board met for a last-minute meeting to discuss the hiring of an attorney to work full-time and assisting the board with the budget, any legal matters, reviewing contracts, and various other purposes. An executive session originally was scheduled to discuss pending litigation. However, the closed executive session will be rescheduled. The Park Board has not yet decided on a new date for this executive session. However, during the meeting, the board did discuss a motion to hire a full-time attorney to cover any legal needs that the municipality may have. Park Board President Marlene Miller explained that despite the lack of response or interest from many attorneys in the community, one of them has reached out, showing interest in taking the task. The attorney who offered to take the position as the board's new full-time attorney is Andrew Weatherford of Johnson, Chiligiris, and Weatherford in Decatur. Board President Miller read that letter during yesterday's meeting.
Thank you for discussing with me the possibility and opportunity to represent the Taylorville Park District. As I understand, the Park District Board needs are that they are looking for an attorney to provide legal counsel and services for municipalities that would deal with budget, levy, employer and employee issues, review of contracts, and potentially any litigation that may come about. I am willing to do this and understand you meet on the fourth Monday of every month at 7 p.m. I am willing to provide these services and feel that I am more than qualified, having represented municipalities, townships, and fire districts currently. I am willing to provide this counsel at a rate of $2.15 per hour, including travel time. As we have discussed, if approved by the board, that I can come to several meetings at first, then ultimately begin being present at the meetings via Zoom, if that would be easier on the Park District budget. Should you have any questions, I would be more than happy to answer them. I look forward to having the opportunity to potentially representing the Taylorville Park District. Andrew Weatherford, Chiligiris, and Weatherford.
Miller also explained the duties he would mainly be responsible for, such as reviewing contracts before the board signs off on them, reviewing budget legality, and assisting in any court-related matters should they arise.
This is just somebody, so when we want to do a referendum or a levy, or if we have a contract that we need reviewed before we sign it, if any employee issues, anything legal comes up, and he also said that if needed, he would go to court with us if there was some type of issue. So he is willing to do all that.
Miller also stated that they need this representation and also stated that it's not good to go without it. The board made a motion to hire Weatherford at a rate of $215 per hour, including travel time for his required tasks, and the board all voted in favor.
But we've got to have representation, you know, and it's not a good thing to go without it. So you made a motion.
Yes.
I need a second. You have to realize municipal law is different.
It is.
So,
It is.
yeah.
Okay. I'll second then.
Okay, Sue,
Yes.
Deb,
Yes.
Brian.
Yep. Yes.
Okay, and yes. Okay, we got yeses from everybody.
Okay.
The next regular Park Board meeting is tentatively set for May 26th. And now, a word from First National Bank in Taylorville.
At First National Bank in Taylorville, just west of the square, we've spent 70 years being your local bank. The bank where relationships matter, because we've been part of this community for generations. I'm President Jared Beckham. Life moves fast. Families grow, businesses change, even banks come and go. But one thing stays the same. First National Bank in Taylorville has been here for you, and will be here for the next generation too. Serving Taylorville for 70 years, First National Bank in Taylorville. First every time, member FDIC.
A chance to give back to those in need is coming up on May 13th and 14th with the Impact Life Community Blood Drives. A blood drive will take place in Pana on the 13th and in Taylorville on the 14th. On Wednesday, May 13th, Pana First United Methodist Church will host the first of the two blood drives at the church's Fellowship Hall at 619 Kitchell Street in Pana. You can attend the blood drive to donate blood between 1 and 6 that afternoon. On Thursday, May 14th, from 8:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon, you can donate blood at the Impact Life Donor Bus. The bus will be parked behind Taylorville Memorial Hospital, located at 201 East Pleasant Street in Taylorville. Both drive locations are by appointment only. To schedule an appointment, call Impact Life Springfield at 1-800-747-5401. You can also set up an appointment online at bloodcenter.org. Use code 60036 to sign up for a Pana appointment, and use code 60050 to sign up for the Taylorville Drive. This week marks National Small Business Week, and Illinois Comptroller Susana Mendoza is highlighting programs aimed at helping small businesses grow across Illinois. According to the U.S. Small Business Administration, Illinois is home to about 1.4 million small businesses, employing roughly 2.4 million people statewide. Mendoza says small businesses are essential to both the economy and local communities, and her office is working to support entrepreneurs through its Smart Business program. The program helps business owners register to bid on state contracts, opening the door to new opportunities and increased sales. It also provides guidance on the state's certification and procurement process, along with counseling, resources, and alerts about available contracts. Officials say the goal is to expand the state's contractor network while creating more opportunities for small and minority-owned businesses. Staff with the Illinois Office of Comptroller also assist business owners in registering for the Small Business Set-Aside program, which reserves certain state contracts specifically for small businesses. That includes help with required paperwork, navigating the state's bid-buy procurement system, and identifying potential contract opportunities. Mendoza adds her office works one-on-one with business owners to help them get registered and compete for those contracts, noting that small businesses play a vital role as job creators and community partners. In addition, the office can guide business owners through certification as minority, women, veteran, or disabled-owned businesses through the Business Enterprise Program and connect them with other certification resources and potential grant opportunities. Business owners interested in getting started are encouraged to contact the Illinois Office of Comptroller and register for the Smart Business Program. The office also offers presentations on the program, either in person or virtually. For more information or to schedule a presentation, you can contact Julia Ayers at 312-814-0034. The Taylorville Kiwanis Club recently welcomed Katie Champion Williams as a new member. Katie was recently named director of the Taylorville Memorial Foundation. Prior to accepting her new position, Williams served as director of development at the University of Illinois Springfield for the past 7 years. Williams is excited to be a part of the Taylorville Kiwanis Club as it is focused on working with the youth of the community. For more information on how you can become a Kiwanis member, email the club at taylorvillekiwanis@gmail.com. The Taylorville Kiwanis Club is part of a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world one child and one community at a time. Weekly meetings are held Tuesdays at noon at the Taylorville Moose Lodge. For information on the club, go to taylorvillekiwanis.com or email the club at taylorvillekiwanis@gmail.com. Now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. 61-year-old Rochelle Ida Shelley Simpson of Springfield died April 28th, which was last Tuesday. A celebration of life will take place this Saturday from 11:30 until 3:30 at the Aqua Sports Club in Springfield. Arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. And 79-year-old Gary L. Carr of Bonita Spring, Florida, died March 27th. A memorial service will take place on June 27th at 2 at Blue Mound Civic Center in Blue Mound. Burial will be at Hall Cemetery. Arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. Get local news anytime at TaylorvilleDailyNews.